Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I got another exciting review for you all. It's this 2002 Toyota Rav4. As per usual, we'll take a walk around the exterior. I'll show you the interior in more details, and we'll go over all of the specs and features. Toyota made this generation of Rav4 from 2001 to 2005 for the North American market. That's a market I'm the most familiar with. And this specific vehicle is equipped in this blue color. For the most part, it is the basic trim level. It does have some options ticked, and we can go over the rest of it in more detail here shortly. Alright, so coming along into the interior of the vehicle, step right in, and immediately you're greeted with this 3-spoke steering wheel. I actually like this steering wheel quite a bit, and I was kind of surprised to see it in this vehicle. Usually you'd find a 3-spoke steering wheel in a sportier vehicle, let's say, but to find it in this Rav4 was pretty nice. It's good to the touch, and yeah, it's a nice feature. Now on the driver's door you have what you would normally expect. Power windows, auto on the driver's side, power for the rest. The lock and the unlock buttons. This is to lock the window if you want to on your passengers. To the left of the steering wheel you have the mirror controls, and I believe this adjusts the brightness on the dials. Over here you have the turning signal stalk, and if you want to turn on the lights, just do that. This is for your cruise control. To the right of the steering wheel, you have your windshield wiper controls. So that's what this stock would do. And yeah, moving along to the center console. Now, for whatever reason, there are actually 2 clocks in this vehicle. It was one of the very first things that I noticed. You have one up here, and you have one down here. It is kind of strange. I don't know what the thought process was there, but hey, you have 2 clocks in your Rav4. Over here you have the radio controls. You can turn on the radio from there and adjust the volume there. You also have a 6 CD changer, and you can scan through with these buttons here. You have AC, air conditioning. This is for your hazard lights. This is for your rear window defrost. And again, you have these traditional dials, if you want to call them that. I like this layout a lot. I think it's a lot more well thought out than the traditional buttons to increase the climate control, but nonetheless, you use this knob to turn from hot to cold, the strength of the air, and where you want the air to come from. Down here you actually have this little ashtray. You have a 12-volt socket, and you have a little cubby as well. You have 2 cup holders, and these cup holders actually have a pretty neat feature. They actually slide in and out to accommodate the size of the cup or the beverage that you have. So in this case, if you have a squished up water bottle, it'll move around as you turn and drive, or you can simply pull this out, and that's a lot more stable. Gear selector. This is equipped with a 4-speed transmission, and traditional emergency brake. Over here you have another 12-volt socket for chargers and things like that, and a little cubby that's the width, diagonally that is, of a lollipop. You could probably fit another beverage in there, a can of soda or whatever the case may be. Over here, this is the glove box. It's actually in pretty decent sized. You can fit, in this case, a bunch of junk and cutlery. If you store cutlery in your glove box, this vehicle would serve you well. Over here you have an armrest. I think it's not bad. It's level with the shift knob, so it's good in my books. And again, it's decently sized. You can fit a bunch of stuff in here too. And up here you have a mirror. There's no light, but the mirror is good enough. Now up here you actually do have this sunglasses holder. You open that and you tuck your sunglasses into there, and just a light. No sunroof on this model. I believe some of these Rav4s were equipped with a sunroof, not this particular model. A couple of things I want to show you down here. This is actually the hood release. So you pull that to pop the hood. And down here you have the gas cap release. And that's on the driver's side. All right, stepping into the back of the Rav4. It is a 3 feet configuration back here. You know, it's not the roomiest SUV in the world, but for what it is, it's pretty good. Step along in. You have these cargo nets on the back of each seat. And on each door you have the power window control. The vehicle is also equipped with power locks. I did forget to mention that, but there you have it. Again, overall it's decently spaced back here. You can fit 3 people if you have to, or if you're in a pinch. But ideally you can sit 4 people comfortably, or actually you can probably fit 3 children in here relatively easily as well. One feature that I want to show you is this little area right here. So you have an ashtray, pull that out, and then there's this little thing here that says pull. So you reach in, pull as instructed, and boom, you have another little storage cubby and another cup holder. So that's a neat little feature. Now, one thing I want to mention, and it is common on these SUVs or this type of SUV, is the middle seat doesn't necessarily have a seat belt. It's up here. So you'd have to reach up here and then pull this thing out and then clip it into the appropriate area. Just something to point out if you are looking to use all 3 seats. You can use that belt obviously, but I don't know if you would be able to use it for a booster seat per se. So keep that in mind. Coming around back of the Rav4, you have this swing open door. It is actually something that's very popular on these vehicles. The door swings wide open and you can easily load and unload your groceries, the dog, whatever the case may be. Back here, as you can see, there is a couple of bags and there is plenty of room for more things as well. I do want to mention on this swinging door, there is actually a mesh or a net that you can store stuff in if you need that space, or if you have, you know, an owner's manual. I've seen the lug nut locks being stored here before, so it's a nice little pocket there, and it'll prevent stuff from rolling around in the trunk. Now, if you need more space than this, that's no problem. You would just pull this little lever all the way up and push the seat forward. And you would do the same on the other side. Now, you have a lot of room. You can fit stuff from IKEA, a huge grocery haul, maybe half a trip to Costco. You can fit a lot of stuff back here. Now to the front of the vehicle. This is the power plant powering the Rav4. It's a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine. It is pushing out 148 horsepower and 142 pound-feet of torque. Now that does not sound like a lot. To be honest with you, it's not. However, it is adequate. It's a perfect city car, easy to park, has enough power to get up and go. But if you are doing long commutes on the highway, it shouldn't be too bad if you're up to speed, but getting up to speed is what might cause you some inconvenience. I mean, eventually it'll get there, but it's not the quickest car on the road. I'm pretty sure people who buy this car know that, but it is a very, very good package overall. As mentioned earlier, this does actually come with a 4-speed automatic transmission. There was an option, or rather, that was the option. Standard, it would come with a 5-speed manual. And overall, it's a pretty good car. Lots of room in the engine bay, so if you're the type of person who would like to work on your vehicles, you should have a lot of room to do that on this one. Also, I did want to mention these lights here in the bumper. They look like fog lights, but my understanding is they're actually the turn signals, so something to keep in mind. Alright everyone, so there you have it. That's my review of the 2002 Toyota Rav4. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it beneficial. If you are considering buying one of these cars, they're great little cars, especially if you live inner city. Let me know what your thoughts are on these vehicles. Do you have one? Are you planning to buy one? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future content. And I will also be doing a giveaway once I hit 1,000 subscribers. Initially I was doing or contemplating giving away a $100 gift card, but I might bump that up to $1,000. So stay tuned. I'm still mulling it over, but subscribe nonetheless for future content and a chance to win an awesome gift. Thank you so much and have a great day.